Hey everybody, check it out. What's up? It's Heracles, Porsche's professional intro. Yay!
Hey, what's up everybody? Heracles Porsche here in my Logibros with a Lewis's. That is together makes $1 million suit. I am risking it for your entertainment and mine. The topic for today's Heracles Speaks is going to be another way to risk your ISK, and that's player trading. And the people who want to take your ISK, scammers. And I guess they want to take other things from you as well. Sometimes they will take things instead of ISK. I had a person in the corp that I was just in lose like a couple Apex suits in a row because he was just a little too trusting of strangers. In Dust 514, we do not have a trade window. We do not have a feature that most people took for granted in 1990 video games. But yes, here in Dust we don't have that. All we have is the give item option. And when player trading was introduced about 4 or 5 months ago, I did warn people that scamming was going to occur. But it has happened so frequently that I think it is worth broaching the topic again. I haven't really seen any other videos discussing that it happens. So, but I mean, I'm really not an expert on scamming. I've never scammed anyone. Actually, since player trading opened, I haven't been scammed. I attribute that basically to a combination of my caution on the part of the scammers not wanting to be exposed, and partly I haven't been scammed just because of dumb luck, and it always helps to have a bit of that. So I guess I could start by mentioning some examples of the way I've seen scams going down. So the people who are trying to get something for nothing, often their tactics can be a little different from each other. Sadly, there is no way to talk about scamming without mentioning Devilish Killzone. He was a very prolific scammer back in the day. I don't know if he's still at it, but I guess I figure once a scammer, always a scammer. And from what I saw, he was just kind of had a very simple, straightforward strategy. He just employed the kind of bald-faced lie. He would just promise to have a bunch of items, and then people would send him the ISK for the items, and then they just wouldn't get the items. It was pretty straightforward, but he took lots of money from people just because he did it so often. And people just hadn't really learned who was doing what yet. Anyway, some scamming techniques are a little more sophisticated than that. Another scammer I heard about was She Devil 420. This person actually put in a decent amount of effort to try to look like they were a fully legitimate trader. It was actually interesting. You could ask people in the trade chat if this person was a legitimate trader, and you could have a bunch of people come to this person's defense saying, "Yeah, I've done trades. I've done legitimate trades with this person. This person is a legit trader." So this person was doing a lot of legit trading at the time, but they were also running scams on the side, and the people they were targeting with their scams was pretty much blueberries, people who didn't really have any connections in the game, who they could just be dismissed, whatever. Basically, it was just a strategy of doing legitimate business with, the more established players, but ripping off the blueberries. And I heard that this person had raided Gods Among Men's Corp wallet for like I don't know, hundreds of millions of ISK, maybe like a lot of money, like maybe close to a billion. I don't know. It was a lot of money. So yeah, both of these scammers I mentioned have taken like millions and millions out of the economy from people that they've, scammed. Other scammers, let's see. Some scammers like to try to operate in a group. There's a dude, Mimitar for Life at YouTube. His YouTube channel is a joke. I don't generally like to shit on other Dust YouTubers, but like really, like I make exceptions for a couple people, and he's one of them because his YouTube channel, he does not use a capture card. He just camcorders it, and then he got caught scamming people, and with a buddy of his in Squad Finder. I guess I'd never heard of scammers using Squad Finder before that, since player trading came out, but apparently that became a thing again with him. There were actually scams that happened before player trading came out, where people promising to double your ISK because of a non-existent glitch. So yeah, there are a lot of people out there who want to take something and give nothing, and if you want to find more examples of these people, I definitely recommend checking out Jadek's Trello board. Just go to Google and type in the words Dust Bunny Day Traders. You also might find a little bit of trading opportunities there, and if we get more people in there, maybe we'll start getting more scammers listed. Also, feel free to just check out the forums for player trading, because every once in a while, if you go on there, someone who's been scammed will be letting you know about it in there. So anyway, yeah, it happens a lot in this game. People get taken for their cash or their items. If you want to avoid getting scammed, there's only two ways to do it. One, never ever trade, or two, make sure every time you trade, the other guy sends first. Now, obviously, if you insist on other people sending first, other paranoid people might refuse to trade with you, and you might cost yourself some opportunities that way. So, if you do want to take some risks, then at least take some steps to try and mitigate it. Try to trade with people who, seem at least somewhat trustworthy, hopefully people who are well established in the community, are obviously not someone's alts. People who are less likely to scam are people who are trying to protect their reputation. And trading in smaller amounts probably keeps you safe, people in this game do care about their reputation, but, people might be more tempted to give it up if you start trading big amounts, like 30 or 40 million. They might be more likely to, give that up for a quick gain. So, those are my two tips. Trade small and trade with well-established players if you are going to take the risk of sending your item first. But like I said, you're taking a risk. Anytime you send first, you are taking a risk, so you got to be aware of that. Another thing I want to mention is there's very little in the way of protection from scammers in terms of Corp leadership trying to prevent it. There's almost no Corp's leadership in the game that is trying to actively prevent scamming from going on in this game. One notable exception is Da Beast in Corrosive Synergy. He's got his own YouTube channel, and he kicks people out of his corp if he knows for sure that they're scamming. But there's actually a lot of people who will tolerate a certain amount of scammers in their corp if they're scamming people outside the corp. So you can't count on corp leaders to try and protect you, with that one notable exception, of course. Anyway, I don't think it's such a bad thing that scams happen in this game. Scams happen in real life, so if you have been scammed, take it as a hard knock lesson you can carry your to your real life so you don't get scammed where it actually matters. Anyway, that is everything, Dusties. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you Starside.